Hello, good afternoon. We move on to immune cell 2. In the previous video, all of you would have learnt about the immune cell 1, namely the macrophage. Today, we are going to discuss about the immune cell 2, which is the T lymphocyte. The T lymphocytes are the major component of the immune defense mechanism in a human body, and it constitutes about 99% of the cells in the lymph channels. It contributes to 20 to 40% of the total WBC in the circulating bloodstream. And as all of us discussed in the previous video, these also generate from the bone marrow. Okay. Now, these lymphocytes are divided into the T lymphocyte, B lymphocytes, and that of the natural killer cell. The natural killer cell, I will deal it separately because it is a large granular lymphocyte that will be dealt separately. Today, I want to highlight more on the primitive status of the lymphocyte. As I already mentioned, it is mainly divided into the T lymphocyte, which is mainly involved in the cell-mediated immunity, the B lymphocyte, which is mainly going to take a major role in humoral-mediated immunity. Let us stop short about the T and B lymphocyte proper in this video with this. We move on to the further classification of the lymphocyte into a different category. The second category of classification of the T lymphocyte is the nave cells, the effector cells, and the memory cell. This is a separate group of classification. What is this nave cell? A nave lymphocyte is one which is a dormant form of the lymphocyte. How do we know? Histopathologically, how do we know? Or histologically, how do we know? It is a nave lymphocyte. There will be a thin rim of the cytoplasm. The nucleus will be large. Okay. This is something like a resting dormant form. When this particular nave lymphocyte comes across an antigen in the presence of a cytokine like that of the interleukin 7, they get activated, which is called as the lymphoblast. This lymphoblast is going to get converted into effector cells, memory cells. Okay. What is an effector cell? An effector cell is one which is going to act upon the antigen which has entered into the human host. Now, the plasma cell. I hope all of you remember in physiology, you would have learned about the plasma cell, which is oval in shape, and it has got a very rich supply of mitochondria with a cartwheel nucleus which is pushed to one corner. I hope all of you remember that. Now, this plasma cell is supposed to be an effector cell. It brings about the effect of antibody-mediated immunity. Okay, I hope I am clear. So, one among the example for effector cell is our plasma cell, right? Now, what about the other one? The other one is the memory cell. And we also have to remember the effector cells lives for few weeks to few months. Now, coming to the memory cell. The memory cell has got a longer lifespan. It can remain for years together. The classical example is what happens in the case of tuberculosis. When we come across a secondary infection, when compared to the primary infection, it is the effector lymphocytes, the memory cells, which is going to combat against the second attack of the tubercular protein or the antigen which is released from the Mycobacterium tuberculosis. This particular memory cell is going to last for a longer period, as many as few years, so that it will be able to tackle the antigen very easily. I shall stop short my discussion at this juncture. See you soon with immune cell 3.